went to high school there and all that good stuff. And then we got a band together, and we decided we got to move somewhere big to make it. So we went to Lexington.
Really big.
It worked out because I think if we moved to an actual big city, we would have got eaten alive, and we couldn't afford it, and we had to struggle for a place to play. But as soon as we got to Lexington, we went straight, and we were doing covers, punk rock covers, country covers, anything we could, and we went straight to a place called Great Scots, and we played there 5 times a month or 6 times a month for our first year, and got good, and that worked out a lot. So Lexington was pretty much the perfect place for us. Scott's still in Lexington, yeah. He's still there, yeah. He settled in there. And I was there for like 7 or 8 years, and I took off. Yeah.
So, man, you guys have to feel like brothers.
Oh yeah, a little too much sometimes. I'm sure. I mean, he'll tell you the same thing. I guess I'm little brother. I'm the feisty one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you started out back in the day playing covers and stuff, just starting to form your band, what kind of music were you playing then?
We wanted to be. We loved Jason and the Scorchers. That was our band. That was cowpunk, and because and we did a lot of Ramones. Yeah. Ramones, Johnny Thunders, New York Dolls type stuff. Sex Pistols, whatever punk rock song we could figure out. And we also did country versions of, punk rock versions of country songs. Yeah. So, which Jason Scorchers did. And so we were Long Gone Daddy. I think we did everything from, we did punk songs, versions of Yummy, 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 and everything for that. And what was that? Play me an old fashioned love. Hey, won't you play? Yeah. Somebody done somebody wrong song. We had a punk version of that. I would get like a country songbook, and I have the chords and country songs, very melodic. And I saw the way you played when I was watching you. Country songs are very melodic, and you change the chords with your voice, which is way different than rock and roll. You play the riff, and it's all like kind of, like 12-bar stuff, so it's kind of laid out. Country stuff can go anywhere, So that's why I think country songs lend themselves to being like Ramones, because you're playing a lot of chords. And so that's what we did, and we had that one album called Country Classics that was mostly country covers, and anyway, so I'm stuck on that. I love playing country songs like rocked up like that. It's just because the melody's there. Scott's a good singer, and he's got a big Johnny Cash type voice, that's what. So that kind of lends to it. So, yeah, man. Still at it. It's been 40 years. We're still at it. Yeah.
I guess 9 Pound Hammer hit the scene as 9 Pound Hammer 1986.
I think we started the band in 1985. We were called the Raw Recruits, and then we were called the Black Sheep. But we noticed there was like 20 bands that had Black Sheep. There was even a famous Black Sheep that had Lou Graham from Foreigner that was in it. So once we saw that album, I'm like, So we were 9 Pound. It decided to be 9 Pound Hammer, which is a song that I think Merle Travis has the rights to it. I don't know who wrote it. Everyone just covered it, but Merle Travis is from Muhlenberg County, Central City, and we went. Scott and I were among our clique of friends, our small little clique of misfits. Merle Travis's nephew was there, and great nephew, and we knew John Prine's version of 9 Pound Hammer. So it was Scott's idea, singer Scott Llewellyn. It was his idea to say, oh, man, that's a perfect name. And then it took a lot of convincing to everybody else because they never heard that song before. So they thought we were randomly, our bass player at the time, Bart, he was just thought we were randomly like picking a tool. Like a tool shed. He goes, why don't we have a cooler tool than that, like a bigger one? It's like, no, it's trust me, all right? It makes sense. That's one of the best band names ever, I think.
I like it really well, and a lot of folks today don't know who Merle Travis is. Merle Travis is Kentucky born. I mean, he was a pioneer. Come off with his own thing, and it's amazing.
He gets a lot of back when I was in high school, and our friend said he's Merle Travis's nephew. We said who, because he didn't have the internet to go look anything up. And I think I went and bought the best of Merle Travis that had 9 Pound Hammer on there, but he had re-recorded a lot of his stuff. His original stuff, he was known for his guitar playing.
Yeah,
and he is in. The movie From Here to Eternity. He plays re-enlistment blues. He sings it, and Frank Sinatra's around getting drunk, and they're all getting drunk, and he's playing the guitar. That's Merle Travis, and that's the only time I really had seen a picture of him. There is a Merle Travis music museum. It just opened up in Muhlenberg County. I was driving around 2-lane roads in Kentucky like I did. I did a lot of that during COVID because I was coming to see my mom. I, get tested. Mom, go get tested, and I'd come up and hang out. And then I would drive these 2-lane roads, and I'd come across, like something like a radio station or Merle Travis's museum. And I was just like, and they were just about to open. I was like, oh, so you're driving past it, and I was like, 2 weeks ago I was in. Drive around 2-lane road in Kentucky, and accidentally drove past Abraham Lincoln's birthplace. Like,
I've saw that. Yeah,
we used to go to it in kindergarten on field trips back when they would pile everyone in, like 5-year-olds in a bus or cars, and like, take them for ice cream in some place, and we went to Abraham Lincoln's birthplace, and it's not the same place. It's rebuilt. But it's right there. It's not even. There's not even a word. It's not even a name for that town. I think it's Hardin County, or It's close to Fort Knox. It is in Western Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and most West Kentucky, maybe like a little close to Indiana. But it's right there, still there.
His guitar, and I'm not sure if it's still on display or not. But at the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame down Renfro Valley, they're off I-75.
Yes.
His guitar was on display there.
That's really cool. I've never been to Kentucky Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, no, you need to go.
It's on I-75, so I pass it all the time. I'm usually in a hurry. But I should definitely make a little detour there and check it out. I know exactly where it's at. Yeah, I've seen it.
The museum will blow your mind at Kentucky artists, and it's, a lot of people think Kentucky, bluegrass or old. No, it's all Kentucky music. It is the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame.
That's so cool because 9 Pound Hammer was part of something recently, and some Kentucky historian, whatever the museum is in Louisville. I'm sorry for forgetting about it. They had a celebration of Kentucky music. They picked somebody out of each county. And we got to represent Davis County, but there was like Bowling Green, Kentucky had the rap band Nappy Roots. Mm-hmm. Jackie DeShannon's from around here, actually, Jackie DeShannon's from Western Kentucky, I think. And there's a bunch of other people. Lionel Hampton, the guy that plays the jazz xylophone guy, if that's what they call it, the vibes. He's from Kentucky. There's a lot of people that are from Kentucky that you don't know, but you do. It is mostly country, but it's not all country.
No,
but I always, when I talk about who's from Kentucky, and I always say like, and people, who's from Kentucky? I go, Abraham Lincoln, Muhammad Ali, Hunter S. Thompson to start with. I go, and then I go, half of country music. I'm seriously, because all the pickers and stuff in Nashville and stuff, they'll be from so many people from Kentucky. It's not just the heavy hitters like Bill Monroe and Jimmy Martin and stuff. There's a lot of people that played in their bands, and people that played. I met some guy from Kentucky played with Dottie West for 40 years on the Opry. And you had to be good, man. I mean, get off the farm and go to the big city, Nashville, and all these guys are trying to compete with you, man. And who's this hick coming from Kentucky, man? I'm gonna, be in Nashville oh man, I gotta be better. But now, if you were from Kentucky and you're beating those guys out, then you had to be amazing. So I guess you would come around and it'd be like you'd hear Bill Monroe would like hear a rumor or a tale about someone that's a great banjo player. You got to hear him. So they bring him to the show. And if he played better than the guy they had, then that was it. Trust me, I know Bill Monroe. I read his book. Yeah,
that guy got the axe. The new guy steps in.
Yep, they know, and it's understood. It's understood.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'll take your. I can't just go. Well, I'll take your. I'll text you later, and if I need you, it's like, get them while you got them, man. And they, the kid could still be in high school. They still drag them out. It'd be great. It's great, man. Keep your skills up, man.
Yeah, I don't practice like I should, but I always tell everybody to practice at least 10 minutes a day.
Play as much as possible. I'm not a technical guitar player. I write songs, so that's the way I got into any situation. If I say something like, if I were forming a band, I would say, well, I'm going to write songs, and people go, oh, I'm in. If I say, well, I'm just playing guitar, people might go, maybe I'll do it. No. But if I say I'm in charge of writing songs, and that's like, it's just like, oh, I'm in. It's always been my thing. I knew I had to, because there's no way I could play good enough, because everyone had a jump on me, because I grew up in that era where people would try to be Van Halen. And suburban bedrooms all over Owensboro, Kentucky. People were just got their dexterity down and all that, and I was coming off doing Chuck Berry and Ramones. So
does Scott have an 859 area code?
Yes, he does.
Okay,
let me try again. I told him to try again. Do we miss him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll text try again.
Yeah, we got Scott on the way here.
Yeah, he's got a job, so. Yeah, Tony, he said not working. Try again. Yeah, he'll tell you what his actual job is. He's got an important job back in Lexington, so. He also woke up to a flat tire, so.
Oh no. That's a bad thing to have first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bad thing to have any time. At least it was in his driveway or whatever. So that's good.
Right. No toes or nothing like that. That's good.
Yeah. So I texted try again. Hopefully he's going to try again here. Yeah. Yeah, he'll call back in a second.
For y'all to start a punk band in Kentucky, especially in 1985, that's a pretty daring thing to do.
I was out of left field, like I was saying earlier. It was like saying telling your parents that you wanted to be a Martian. Not even going to Mars. You're going to be a Martian. I'm just going to go there. I'm going to go there and become one of them. I was just dated. It just me and Scott were pretty much. We were college bound. It was easy. Like we're talking, it was easier to go to college. Our parents were teachers, and it didn't take a lot of money. And we didn't do that great in high school, but they thought we were going to straighten up. And instead, we both flunked out and formed a punk band. It was not. It was a sticking point for a long time. I mean, maybe, forever, maybe with his mom and stuff. I don't know. And mine came to accept it like later in life. I'll tell him. He says it's not working.
Here, I'll write down another number and you can text it to him.
Okay, I'll write down.
Our phones are, well, I don't know. They're a little dated.
Well, I figure such. Here we go. I get one more.
We'll get a commercial break quick, and we'll try to get to Scott here in just a minute. Y'all sit tight.
Looking to get booked to share your songs to the world? Music King LLC is a small recording studio that specializes in producing high-quality sounding projects for artists, bands, and songwriters. From demos to full-blown projects, no matter your level of experience, from beginner to the seasoned artist, we're here to help. Bring your music to life. Visit us on our website, musickingllc.com. That's MUSIKINGLLC.com.
This is Kentucky Homegrown.
Howdy, it's Scott.
Hey, Scott. Finally glad to get you in here. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Mr. Scott Llewellyn, you want to tell your part in 9 Pound Hammer?
Like from the beginning or right about now?
Well, just give us a brief on any of it you want to there. It'd be good.
Yeah. Okay. Me and Blaine went to high school together, known each other for a long time, and college didn't do too well, so it's 1985. He started playing guitar, and we were kicking it about, and then it just one of those things happened, and we put together a little band. Started playing a little bit in '85. Started writing a few little originals, and then moved up to Lexington about '87. Started doing the deal, writing more originals, and put out a record in '88, and just started going for it, and out there slogging it and hustling, playing shows all over the East Coast, and started going up to Canada, and then got a label over in Germany. Started going to Europe, and in '92, and just really again grinding it out, and we've just stuck with it. We had a little lull too, where we broke up for a little bit. Blaine got Nashville going. I had my challenges personally, got all that straightened out, and then what is it, 2015? Well, actually 2013, but then we do another record 2016, and we're right back at it, chugging along, and we got this new EP coming out, kind of country flavored, our version of outlaw country cowpunk, and here we are, almost 41 years later.
That is amazing right there. Too outlaw for outlaw country.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Apparently.
And I've been on a kick, I guess you'd say, listening to 9 Pound Hammer. And,
Good.
And I just like something different, and it's definitely different, and it's got several elements in it.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Blaine. Are you?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. The new one's a little more country, and a little less punk, but it's still, compared to probably stuff you play on this station, it's still kind of punk, and its attitude, if not in tones and stuff. So, yeah, the new ones were really, really good. I'm really happy about it. It just now came out, so I mean, as in like just today or yesterday or for the last few days. You can get it on Bandcamp, and you can also, there'll be hard copies, and then it'll eventually be streamed, and hopefully outlaw.
That's actually streaming now. It's on Spotify. It's on all the platforms.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
it is.
So check it out.
Yeah, these two songs, I mean, the two songs we have out right now, Two Outlaw and then Tonight Let the Ball, I mean, they're really slick for us. That's the slickest we've ever sounded.
Yeah.
And we got really good musicians. John Haywood, the banjo player, you know of him?
I've heard of him, yes.
Yeah, he's played with Tyler, and he's a legend, and he's got a really killer metal band called Appalachiatari Mountain Metal, which he kind of does his own take on that. But he helped us out, and then we had brought in a pedal steel, and Haywood, John Haywood played fiddle too, and then we made a conscious effort, like on Tonight the Bottle Let Me Down, Blaine came in with this real Wayland sounding thing, and our guitar player Earl is really that's easy for him to play, and we all this is stuff we listen to, kind of I think Blaine will tell you too, like we listen to a lot of country, actually, like maybe as much as we do rock or punk and stuff, and always have. It's always been in the background as kids, we were raised on it.
Well, in Kentucky, you about have to be, and I get that.
Yeah.
Well, I think when I was real young, I made fun of it, and then I think my introduction was like the outlaw stuff, the Waylon Willie. My dad listened to. I think both of our dads listened to that, and then it went from that to like, I think once we had a friend who grew up on a farm, and he knew the stuff that was on the radio, and occasionally he would say, "Hey man, there's a real good song." But he got us. He's the one that had the George Jones 8-track, and we drink whiskey and drive around the course, drive around drinking. What you do when you're 17, and then the George Joneses kind of hit, and it was like, whoa, and then the Hank Williams and all the older stuff, the more honky tonk, more hardcore, hard honky tonk stuff. Yeah, that's what we kind of based our stuff on. We're kind of oblivious to a lot of the stuff that was popular in country music in the 80s and stuff like that. But
yeah, we liked Hank Jr., the good Hank Jr.
We liked Hank Jr. We liked Hank Jr., yeah, that's for sure. And Senior. And
my first introduction really was also, besides the Outlaw record, the Waylon Willie thing, my dad played a lot of Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, and I remember, just going to sleep, listening to that, falling asleep to Big River and stuff, and just kind of imprinted on my brain,
Yeah, I had
I just showed my daughter just watched Walk the Line. She's already liked Johnny Cash, but we showed that to her. She's 15. She loved it. She's
so
totally
cool.
upset. Yeah.
That's cool. I think of the public library where Scott and I grew up. We had a Carnegie library, and it was Andrew Carnegie gave away all of his money before he died, and he gave all these small towns all this lot of money for a library. So, and where we grew up in Owensboro, the biggest when we grown up, the biggest building in town was a public library, and our parents were teachers, so I could go check out records when I was 14. So, and Johnny Cash live at Folsom, and San Quentin, a double one. That blew my mind. I was a rock and roller, and I thought it's really close to rock and roll. I mean, like,
it's hard.
It's so cool. And it's really,
punk. You're right. It's like a punk record.
Yeah, it's like a punk record. Like, it wasn't that much different than that. And the Sex Pistols, from when I was a kid, it had the same attitude.
A lot of the difference, I think, is just the distortion level on the guitar.
Yeah. Well,
that's all it is. I know, man. You're right. It's like we're just bluegrass country riff. Yeah, it's just loud.
But some of the classic country records we like, there's distortion, but it's distortion on everything. It's just kind of recorded really high to where it kind of crackles, And it's like Hank Williams records, Hank Senior. Those sound like it sounds like coming over radio. And they got that kind of distortion. So it's like you kind of get, and so we use that. We use a guitar for that now. Yeah.
But all music it's just related, through chords and structures and number systems and however you want to look at it. But it's all related. You can take the one chord, a 4 and a 5, and you can rip for days and play.
Or 40 years.
Yeah, never stop.
Believe me, yeah. It's hard to get out of that one.
What Chris Robinson of the Crows says, he's like, we've just tapped into the song.
Yeah. I like that.
There's one song.
Yes.
And it's whether you tap into that, you add your own little dimension to it, and but it's still it's the song.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Or he comes up with good stuff.
Do you have any shows coming up here in the near future in the area?
Lexington, Kentucky tomorrow night at Green Lantern.
Yeah, Green Lantern.
Yeah, practicing for also. Well, it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show, and we'll be in this time next week. We'll be in Norway.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Then Norway, Holland, and Belgium, and these all three really big gigs, and yeah.
We're going to go back to. We played this place in Groningen, Holland. It was the first show we ever played in Europe, 1992. We didn't even get a night off. We flew in and played that night.
We flew in and played. We recorded at a radio station that day.
Yeah,
and we played a show that night. Yeah.
We were 25. We could do it.
We could. Yeah, I could. Yeah, we didn't need sleep.
And we ended up playing. It became like a legendary show. People never. They were playing our. Back then it was no internet, no nothing. But we had a single out, and we had the Smoking Taters had come out. We had Long Gone Daddy. It was Hank song was kind of a little hit. They had like a music club. They have a different club system over there. Like you become a member to a club. Anyway, really cool. Like Nirvana played there on the Bleach tour. Neil Young played there. holds about 350 people. But anyway, we roll in there, and they'd never really seen anything like us, and we roll in and doing this thing. We end up playing for hour and 45, 50 minutes. They made us play. They wouldn't let us leave the stage. We did everything we knew, every single cover, every Ramones song. We did Radar Love, I think. We did all, everything, you name it, we played it. So we're getting to play, we're going back there. And it might be the last time we ever play there. I don't know, but it could be. So we're really looking forward to that. And then we're going to do a thing called Shock Festival in Belgium, which has been around for about 30 years. We actually, it's grown. It's huge now. We headlined it, back in 2003, but this year, here's their lineup. Friday night's Chris Isaac, and then Saturday night, who is it? What big name? But then the night we play, it's Joan Jett and L7 and Southern Culture on the Skid. So they just check a lot of boxes. It's a great festival. So we're going to go back there.
We got to get Southern Culture on this show. He's a big fan. So we said
Oh yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
we'll see him in a week.
Yeah, I mean, a call in would be great. Like I said, I've been a
they
fan
would love. They will definitely call in if they're in the area. Believe me. And they're
you
tour.
talked to Laid Back, Country Picker. You had him on.
Well, his schedule, and I'm not going to talk to him in 2 or 3 years, but we played a festival together, and I met him, and I've talked back and forth. But with our school teachers, it's hard to get a date booked.
Okay. Well, what's your deal? Who you play with?
Now it's House of Bowman. We're just independent. It's me, my wife, and son, a 3-piece.
Oh, right on.
She and I sing. I play guitar. She plays bass, and the son plays drums.
Excellent.
And sometimes we'll nominate just random guitar players out of the crowd if we're at a show to play extra lead, But
Sounds good.
Appreciate you asking
about
that.
getting on at Laurel Cove next year. We'll see if that can happen. That looks fun.
I've not been to Laurel Cove yet. I think it's pretty hard to get tickets, like if you go just as a spectator.
Sure.
But man, that looks great down there.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at?
Laurel County.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the county seat there? I don't know if I know that.
London.
Oh, London.
London.
Okay, yeah.
Study.
Nice people down there. I've met the people that run it and stuff. Great people, but it's a big event. It's awesome from what I saw.
Coming pretty hot. Yeah.
Really? Oh, sounds good. Yeah, Harry Dean Stanton was from around London, the actor.
He was from Irving, Kentucky.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times in Wikipedia it'll have like the closest big city, and so I found that out. I saw, oh, he's from London, Kentucky. Then I'm like, no, he's from Irving. Okay, there we go, close, right?
Yeah.
No,
not drastically far away.
Yeah, it's probably the hospital he was born in. He had to go to London to be born, maybe. I guess,
You said you were going to Norway next week, right?
Yeah.
And then what is the next country?
Holland and then Belgium.
Holland and Belgium. And Norway's we're playing this really cool place. God, where is it? Odal. And then we fly to the next day. We get in the nick of time to play the club, and then we wake up and play. And go to the Shock Fest, which is an all-day fest. It ends with Joan Jett. That'd be great. It's one of the Shock Fest. It gets sold out. It's one of the probably like 10,000 people or something. So that'd be great. And Knockout Hammers played there.
15,000.
Knockout Hammers played there several times over the years. It's great.
I saw an advertisement for that. I guess on Facebook or something the other day.
It's always good. It's getting big, so it's getting.
He had it was weird last year. He had Melissa Etheridge play, and I was like, "Where'd that come from?" And
George Thorogood was there for that.
Melissa Etheridge, and then the next night was Social Distortion. I was just like, which is cool. I mean, then he has like in the middle, supporting all this is there's a whole network over in Europe of they have their own scene and just bands that are big over there. Some of them might hit over here, but our friends from Australia called the Cosmic Psychos are playing this year.
The Dwarves.
Another band called
The
Dwarves.
The Dwarves, the punk band.
These are old
Yeah.
school. These guys are old school punkers like we are. They've been around 40, 45 years. But still, still doing the deal,
Yeah, and I'm a fan of all music. I can't limit myself. But like the punk thing, it happens regardless. And that's, I guess, one of the things I appreciate about the punk scene the best.
We're like classic punks. We're like we started doing punk in the '80s and trying to emulate the punks from the '70s. So we've got even our punk, even our punk and stuff is like the classic old stuff, pretty much.
Yeah,
the rock and roll punk. The New York Dolls, Johnny Thunders type Ramones guitar, Sex Pistols. That guitar just kind of excited us, and the punk was a good way. It was the punk. All the punk records, the guitar was really loud.
Yeah,
and it was really enthusiastic. And Motorhead, just like
Motorhead fused it all together. The speed. It's like Ramones. The Dolls and Pistols were more mid-tempo, which still the guitar was so great. But then like Ramones and then Motorhead just fused it all together. Like, you play this aggressive, this fast,
delivery.
And Blaine's really good at it. I'll pull one here and there out, but that's what we do, and then throw in the country stuff's totally natural. That's why this record came about. Like, left to our own devices, we just kind of naturally gravitate toward that. Really do.
Yeah.
I'd say it's easier right now. It's kind of easier for us to write this than it is to come up with like a Run Fat Boy Run type, whatever the heck.
It's punk songs are hard.
Rubby Days, Lucky Billy, or whatever. It's like it's easier. Like we are just, it's just more natural to write this country stuff.
You kind of write about what's relatable. Or something you witness, it just comes so much easier. You've actually landed some music on an Adult Swim animated show on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
we wrote a song for 12-Ounce Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's a 40-second song, which is if it's not, maybe it's 35 seconds, but it's not easy. It's not easy to write a 35-second song. I spent 2 weeks doing nothing but, and you can try them all. When you finally get it done in practice, you can practice it 6 times, and only 4 minutes have gone by, and you've already set up, so you do it some more. It's great. I love that song. Scott's got a character on that. He's a corn dog farmer. He's an animated voice. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I saw.
Watch that at all? You ever watch 12-Ounce Mouse?
I have not. I'm going to check that out.
It's really silly. Yeah, I'm a character on there, and the guy was a fan. He did. They did Aqua Teen Hunger Force. He's the guy from that. The huge show, and he was just a fan. And then they split off and did their own thing. The other guy did Squidbillies, which we got big too. Ours is 12-Ounce Mouse is more cult-like. It's got a huge following too, but it didn't
kind of surreal.
Make quite the noise.
Yeah.
And then we did a song for the Aqua Teen movie. We got a song on the soundtrack for that, which was really, that was fun.
That's great.
But Matt Malero is the creator, and he's just a big fan, and been real helpful, and it's been real fun.
Yeah, you mentioned Squidbillies there, and I've not met him or talked to him, but Unknown Henson, the guy done the voice there for the one. He's so funny.
He's my other band, Nashville. Not mentioned. Second, Nashville P. Let's say we did a long tour with Unknown, and he's a great dude. Great dude.
Yeah,
great guy. Amazing guitar player. Yeah, but he was the voice for, and he was so funny on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like even the elements in 9 Pound Hammer's music. It's a lot of it's just so funny.
Yeah. I like, me and Scott like silly songs, funny songs. I always like funny songs. I always think
that comes from really the Ramones. Kind of set that tone for us. It's like we touch on whatever serious shit here and there. Serious stuff. But no, it's we've and Blaine's really good at that, and we just try to put humor in all this stuff. I mean, you got to just again making light of just how ridiculous life is, basically, and just.
Well, it's like Roger. My favorite lyrics are like Roger Miller, like roses are red, roses are red, violets are purple, sugar sweet, and so's maple syrup. I think that's like, that's like probably my favorite.
Next level.
Yeah, it's like it just makes no sense, and it's just so silly. So we get a bunch of silly songs, and I always figure if I can write a silly song, I'm going to.
Well, it's just good to have fun. And that's what's fun about the music.
Yeah.
Well, you can't take ourselves too seriously. I mean, that's the main thing. It just keeps us like, okay, we're not gonna. We've always made sure that just like, it's just gonna be fun, good time in music as we call it, and everybody, put a smile on people's face. You don't want to be too serious.
Yeah. If we are serious at times, then you always hit it back with the fat,
Yeah, we always kind of undercut it.
Dogs,
Whatever.
Chicken, a lot of chicken songs.
Yeah, and if we do write stuff about whatever addiction or just the way life is. It's always undercut with sarcasm or humor, like kind of like just again, what are you going to do? This is the way life is. It's just like lovable losers. Because we all are kind of, but nobody really makes it out ahead in this life. You know what I'm saying? And we all get, even we're doing good, something will come along to, set us back, humble us, it's just the way it is. And,
the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the balance of, again.
I actually have, Tonight I Let the Bottle Down. Is that on the new record?
Yeah.
I actually have that one loaded here, and we can play that one.
Yes.
So, I guess with your all's permission, we're going to let it roll.
Yay, thanks.
All right. And here we go. Tonight I Let the Bottle Down. 9-pound hammer.
Eternal damnation, a hell that has no
And that was Tonight I Let the Bottle Down by 9 Pound Hammer, and we got them both here with us on WWAG.
That sounded really good. I'm like, proud of that one now.
One of the great outro solos of all time.
Yeah, he did. Earl did a great job in that. Yeah, that's a lead guitar player, Earl, in that. He does the country stuff good, and punk and rock and roll. It's a very versatile guitar player, man.
Yeah, and it shows up there, being able to mix it and put it all together like that.
Because if it was just me, it'd have been just chords. It'd have been a Ramones song. We have enough of those. This is great, and Scott sang it great. And we're just talking about. He was asking about who did the background vocals, and I said Sherry McGee, and she was a drummer for Velvet Elvis back in the day, and she has a little. What's her thing she does now, Scott? Little Tammy.
It's Hotfoot McGee
Hotfoot
now.
McGee.
But,
Are they playing or not?
yeah, they're playing with us tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Was she playing drums in it
She's got
or
a little
what?
thing called, I'm sorry.
Is she
What?
playing drums in it or is she singing?
Yeah, she drums. They do like Harper Valley PTA. She sings that. So it's really
cool.
great.
Yeah. She, like I said, I think she's a part of the Glasgow, Kentucky contingent there. Something in the water. Pretty sure her stepfather's Greg. Mark from Headhunters, Kentucky Headhunters. We 9 Pound Hammer is recorded in Glasgow, Kentucky a bunch, and so is Nashville, P. And I'm just there. It's a interesting place, man. I think there's a certain amount of people that were musicians because of the opportunities they saw. Mm-hmm. They saw if you see, Greg Martin and the Headhunters guys, doing good, then you can say, oh, I'm going to do that. It's not that out of left field. You know what I mean? But I also just found out that the Newgrass Revival was all from there, and I was like, Barron County. I was like, well, there's something in the water, because that was I don't know much about that, but they changed bluegrass music in the 80s or something like that, and I guess it was the 80s. Anyway, so there was a lot of anytime we ever needed a musician to be on a recording, like someone play keyboards or harmonica or and so there's always somebody around there. Very, very talented. Alexion's very talented too, but Glasgow, for a city that small, there's less than 10,000 people, I think.
It's not very big.
I think they're all spread. They're all in Mumfordville and Horse Cave and all that area. And it's not far from Nashville. It's not far from Nashville either. So,
I really like. That's well, you got to be selective with radio. FCC is kind of fussy.
Uh-huh.
But I really like that song. I like a lot of the songs.
I think that one. I was just trying to
play
see.
Outlaws that do too many S words in there.
There's a GD right before Jelly Roll.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to put out a clean version.
I will say I found it very entertaining, and I encourage people to go listen to it.
They could play it on Outlaw Country if they ever get around to it.
That's the whole point. Was kind of geared towards that, or college. We have a great college radio station.
Yeah,
here.
Great college radio.
Blade and I got our first royalty check back for Redneck Romance in 1988 because of college radio.
Yeah,
like we were getting played that first record, which sounded like crap, but it was good songs. That first record got played all over the country on college radio, and our label guy was getting it played. He worked so hard, he got it to John Peel, and on the Peel sessions, he was playing Redneck Romance like round the clock on BBC.
Yeah,
and just insane.
Yeah, we had no, back to before days. This is 1989 when it ends, or late 88, 89, and there's no internet or anything. I didn't know who John Peel was. I'd heard about him, so we heard, hey, John Peel was playing your record, and we had read about that, read that in like NME or music, British magazines. So like John Peel's playing this record to death, and I was like, basically, well, how do we take advantage of that? We had no way to get. Someone goes, you need to get a hold of John Peel. I was like, how do you do that? We were dumbfounded, man. So that first record did really well. We weren't really. I wish we could have gone over to England back then and played. you know.
You know, in today's time, everything is completely different than what it was when you guys started.
No, it's a more crowded field, and there's certain things. I think the music might have been better back then, but we could have gotten a hold. If it had been these days, we could have got a hold of John Peel. You know, but, but he's dead now. All the people that could have helped us are dead now. It was like, but back then we had this amazing press kit and stuff, and we had to go to, the local hip record store, and it'd be all magazines from England, the biggest ones, and they would say, we got a perfect rating or a 9 out of 10. But Mud, the Blood, and the Beer was the first one, and and everyone was all over themselves trying to use adjectives to describe. It's just like Johnny Cash slam dancing and Clint Eastwood bare knuckle boxing. That's the way they were describing the music. And so we were just basically reading that, and and we had just basically just a lot of it showed that we were on the right track, but we really couldn't take advantage of it. It was
couldn't really follow up with it.
Couldn't follow up. We didn't know. I had no idea, and we grew up in Owensboro, and we barely knew anybody in a band or played. If they did, they played covers. They played covers of the day. They played they were playing. Everyone was practicing Van Halen Eruption in their bedroom, like I was saying. That was what you did. You sit around and you practice and practice and practice and practice before you dared show up for being a band. And we started the band when no one could really play that well, kind of learn as we went,
Oh, I think that kind of helps fuse everything together.
I think so too. I'm glad we did it that way. I'd still be in my bedroom trying to practice to be good enough,
I think that's a problem that a lot of musicians have, because I've saw some great musicians and they just won't step out until they're perfect. That is entirely the wrong way to do it.
I think
Absolutely.
there's something else going on too. I think they're scared because people. It is a big deal to go step out, but I do. I think that's, and some people too. They'll get everything together, and then they'll have their home recording studio, and they'll record all the tracks and everything. And then they'll have a hit or something. I know of a specific band, I think the band was Wolf Mother, and they got all together, and then he goes out and he's got to deal with the reality of having people in a band and on the road and stuff, and he's used to being, and then that's when all the stuff starts going so we're used to, like I said, we played.
Yeah, we're used to adversity. Because it is. It's a struggle.
Amen.
I mean, I don't know if you. Our current bass player is, looking at he had a motorcycle wreck last week.
Yeah.
And, I'm just saying, for example, looking at months and months of rehab. But before all that, I mean, we could fill an hour with all the challenges we've had to overcome to keep this thing going. And, it's just not for everybody. We got two really good friends. One of them who was in the original band back in '85. And he's a really good guitar player, not the greatest in the world, but I mean, really, really good. It's and I have another friend why don't you guys go find, get a band going? You know what I'm saying? They're just content to, noodling around in their living room, but they could do it, but it's just, not everybody does it.
You got to know how to kill Tom in the van, and how to set up and kill Tom, do a sound check and kill 4 hours and maybe not have a dressing room and. It was stay sober enough to play.
They're like, is your family going to go with you to Europe? No. It's that's not a vacation or anything. It's work. It's boring as hell. Sitting around for 20 hours basically until you until you're in the club sound checking and then play. It's we have fun. It's fun traveling some, but no, it's not glamorous or you got to really like it. Either you like that or you don't. And I do. And I know Blaine does.
Yeah, we always we like that a lot, and we kind of went on people that went on road trips anyway. I drove out here. It's it's great. I'll drive out, man. It's fun. It's good. I still look out windows. I've been all over. I played 30 different countries, and I still will look out the window. You know, I still don't. I don't
Yeah.
download any movies or anything. I'll look out the window no matter where I'm at, and it could be like in the mountains of Switzerland, or I could be like in England, and it just be like everything is boarded up and rainy. I still look out the window, man, because you don't know.
No, we had,
you don't know when you'll be back again. You know.
Yeah, we just did this. We played West Virginia. Was that a month ago now?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we had to take this route to get to from this guy's. We played this guy's farm in his basement. It was amazing. But we had to get to Morgantown, get on the interstate. It was like an hour trip through through this valley in West Virginia. It was like one of the greatest drives I've ever had. It was perfect. The weather was great. And driving through these little small towns and hills and valleys of West Virginia, it's like, man, that is like half the allure for me now. I mean, just getting to travel and go see these places, And
That was a good one
food.
because you had to go down 2-lane roads in that one. Like today I opted not to go on interstate, but that one that was great. You had to go. I know we turned into a gravel driveway to go play, so that's.
Yeah.
I just know you're gonna, I have fun or be in trouble, and it's usually fun. It's usually fun, a lot of fun, man. People will really appreciate it. It's, it's what they did back in the day. That's very country music. To go show up, someone's got a stage set up, and they're having a party, and you get there and get there hours early, and everyone just cheers as you pull up. It's great. It's great.
It was cool. It was old school.
Well, we're running out of time, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Something I want to touch on really quick, and I was a kid in the candy store. I love books. And Blaine brought me a book. I'd like for you guys to touch on the book
cool.
just a little bit.
Well, I mean, actually, the guy who's filling in on bass because he was coming to sell the book. Ashley, yes, he the fan. You know him better, Scott. How do you get a hold of you?
So he works for an ad agency. He does like all the Maker's Marks and Jim Beam stuff in Louisville, other stuff too. We had me do this. He did a jingle for this for Louisville Gas and Electric about a natural gas leak, and he wrote this little country jingle, and he had me come sing it. And I'd never met him. He'd been to a bunch of shows back in the day. He was a huge fan, and we just got to talking. He's a great guy. He's like, "Oh, has anybody ever written a big magazine article about you guys or a book or anything?" I'm like, "Well, we've had magazine article, but not, let's do a book." I mean, he's like, "Yeah, let's do a book." And so we just dove into this thing, and we got it done in 6 months or something like that, and just there it is, and you'll like it. It's funny and very insightful and covers pretty much most of the good stuff, and got it done, man. And he talked to a lot of people, and we did it in the style of this punk classic by Legs McNeil called
Please Kill Me.
Please Kill Me. And it's just an interview, basically, long interview of a bunch of people
With people we knew, old bandmates, old girlfriends.
Yeah, old bandmates.
Yeah. I talked to my old girlfriend. She said she read it, and the Ashley, the writer, cut a bunch of stuff negative she said about me out. So,
well, and there was some, there's dirt, of course, but we made you'll see about my stuff. I had some struggles with addiction and stuff, but I was just like, man, we'll throw some, but we're gonna make this like a good experience for the most part.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's fun. Everyone thinks the book's really funny.
Yeah, like we do. Like we want to make it lighthearted and funny. And
everyone thinks it's funny. I had people that read it that didn't know. I had some people that read it that didn't know a lot about the history, and they read. It's an easy read. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, totally.
If you Jason likes to read books, he'll especially like it. But even if you don't like to read books, it's good.
Is that available on Amazon, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I want to encourage folks to check out 9 Pound Hammer. Look at any affiliated bands they may be with as well. You have a merch store online.
Yeah.
We do now.
Yeah.
It's, what's it called? You can go to, what is it called?
The Shopify thing?
So I'm gonna, hey Jason, I'll send you. Yes, Shopify 9 pound hammer on Shopify.
Shopify.
It's linked through Reptilian Records too. That's our new label. But he has set up a whole merch page for us. You can do that. Again, Bandcamp has a lot of good stuff on there. You can get the 80. We have an 87 demo we unearthed from 1987, our first recording ever, which really turned out great. We'd totally forgotten about it. That's out there too. But yeah, there is a Shopify page. I'll send you that link, Jason. If I can get your cell phone number, I'll send you the link to that.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it to you. I don't care. It's
okay.
606 975
Okay.
1743.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, Reptilian Records is really good. He does some stuff with Nashville P and Super Suckers and a bunch of other bands. He's really energetic. So I'm real happy. He was very, very happy with this new EP. He was very happy. And it's the first thing we're doing. So we're also getting, I'm sure there'll be other releases on there, or maybe we'll get some of our old stuff back. Because back when we recorded this, all of our, you signed it for life. There was no such thing as owning your own. We had no bargaining power or anything. So we would get hey, pay for a couple $1,000 to record and pay us $400 or $500 a piece, and that's all you saw of it. And they own it forever. So we're trying to get some of our stuff back. I
saw that John, excuse me, John Fogerty just now got his stuff back. That was nuts.
Well, yeah, that's because this is worth a lot of money. So Nashville P just got a lot of our stuff back, and there was one thing we just got back that they were going to give us back for free. Then one of the songs got in the HBO show called Peacemaker, and then they were like, "Oh, never mind." Or did we say that? Yeah. So we might be able to get hopefully not by hammer, get our stuff back and get it all in one place.
Hey, Jason.
I'm
sorry. Hey, have you run across our country? We have a thing we did in 2010 called Country Classics. Have you run across that?
That's got the Charlie Daniels song on it. He was.
Yeah, I was listening to the Charlie Daniels cover this morning. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that's that all the slide guitar and our steel guitar in that pedal steel. That's a guy named Andy Gibson. He played with Hank 3 back in the glory days of that. On Straight to Hell and all that good stuff. Man. He's great. He's great.
Great. Yeah,
I love that. I love that CD. That's the CD. This one we got, just this EP we just released, is kind of close to that Country Classics LP. It's goes back and forth. It's kind of, the country songs are a little punky, and and the punk songs are kind of country. It's just, and this new one's a little more country, but we get the guitars going in a couple of them, man.
It's awesome. I've enjoyed everything I've listened to so far.
It's a whole. There's tons. That's when we've been around 40 years. There's at least 7. Well, I guess with EPs, so 7.5 studio albums, and a couple live records, and there's a lot of stuff on YouTube, and a lot of good stories, and the book is great. The book's a good thing to read while you listen to the stuff.
Do you have any other shows coming up in Kentucky in the near future or this year?
I think we're playing.
Not Kentucky. We're playing. We might be doing this thing with Adam Edelrock. Is that how you say it?
Adam Ellerbrock. He's a good friend of mine. Yeah, we play a lot of music together.
That's how this happens. I think. But yeah, we're looking at this thing around Halloween. I think we're still waiting to confirm that. And if not that, then we'll play in Wapakoneta, Ohio, in Detroit the 16th to 17th of October. But we're trying to, we're kind of trying to adjust from what happened with our bassist, but we're going to keep it going the best we can.
Yeah.
Well, I hope
we'll have another benefit for Mark at some point in the next month or two. So
okay. I'm hoping the thing in the fall comes together, and I know I would catch you there. But I'm going to try to catch a live show sometime. That would be great.
Yeah, if we're playing the Green Lantern on tomorrow, and we tend to play there a lot in Lexington. It's kind of a good. It sounds really good. So that's a good place. That, if you want to make the hour and a half drive, I mean that's always a good place. It's a honky tonk. It's a honky tonk. I know they have a lot of punk bands, but it is a honky tonk. It was a kind of a scary honky tonk when we actually lived there, and now no one had ever been in there before. And people talked about it. Go, I wonder what that place is like, and it's perfect. It's got a stage and a bar on one side that's wooden, and then you can get separated from the band, and they have a jukebox and a pool table and a nice wooden bar, and it's wood. Wood is good for sound, man, and it's great. It's great, and you can go outside and hang out, and it's pretty much perfect little place for us. So
awesome.
Yeah,
so
we play the Burl too, but this is just we like this better.
Yeah.
Well, to all the listeners out there, if you're up around the Lexington way tomorrow night at the Green Lantern, go catch them.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost guarantee it to be a good time.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Well, guys,
And that's Sherry McGee's band, Hotfoot McGee's opening up.
Sherry McGee's opening up. Hotfoot McGee.
Yep.
Okay, that's her band. That's the girl who did the background vocals, and
that is cool.
It's going to be cool.
Guys, I am out of time. Scott, thank you so much for calling in. Blaine, man, thank you for making the drive today.
It's a great drive. It's going to be even slower driving back. I'm going to look around, man. Let's stop for some food, somewhere. If there's a place you can recommend that has really good fried chicken. I'm going to fried chicken hunt today, I think.
Fried chicken, gasoline.
Yes. Yeah. I got to get, my belly needs chicken, and believe me, I almost ran out of gas on the way up here, so I got to need to get this one. If it's a one-stop place, it'd be amazing.
All right. Again, thank you, Scott. Thank you so much, Blaine. And
anytime, man. This is great.
Folks, just always remember, you can't go wrong with Homegrown. I'm trying to get set up here, and catch y'all on the next round every Thursday right here on WWAG. It's Kentucky Homegrown Musician Spotlight. Today was 9-Pound Hammer Blaine Cartwright and Scott Llewellyn. Again, one more time, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Cool, man.
You're tuned to the